living life on life's terms and living life to the fullest means accepting the good and the bad. You can't have one without the other. And a lot of times, whenever we're having a bad day, I have bad days just like anybody else. I'm like, why am I having a bad day? Like, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. I'm helping people. I'm working on myself. I'm trying to serve others. I'm working hard. But that's just part of life, is we're going to have bad days. And it's, not that we didn't do what we were supposed to do, but that's just part of life. It's like the weather. The past day or two has been beautiful weather, amazing weather. But, tomorrow in the Houston area, we have a big freeze that's coming in, real nasty weather. It's going to be bad weather potentially. And that's just part of life. That's Mother Nature. And we're going to have good days, beautiful sunshine days, and we're going to have bad days, overcast, freezing, rain, sleet, So we just have to understand that life comes with good and bad. And that, there is things we can do in our society, to make sure we're not in a bad position as far as the society we live in, our health, things like that. But you could do all of this stuff perfectly and continuously work on yourself, serve others, work real hard, and you're still going to have bad days. And that's just part of it. And so the quicker we understand that life, is going to have good days, life is going to have bad days, the easier those bad days are going to be. It's like, okay, I asked to live life to the fullest, live life on life's terms. And, today sucks, but that's okay. This is part of life. This is how it works. And tomorrow's a new day. And maybe tomorrow's going to be an amazing, beautiful, just great day, So we just have to remember that, a lot of times we get bogged down when things are bad, when things aren't completely going our way. But the quicker we understand that that's just part of life, and no matter what we do, there's going to be bad days, rainy days, overcast days, and that's perfectly okay, because that's, the life in which we were thrown into. So again, the quicker we accept that there's bad days just the same as good days, we'll look at those bad days in a better light, which, you may not. You may be having a completely bad day, like, screw this day, my mindset's, everything's messed up, but that's okay. And again, that's part of life. Just the quicker we understand that life is good and bad, the easier we get through those bad days. And, it's delusional to think that it's always going to be good, or, we can do something to make sure every day is always good. That's impossible. You're going to have bad hair days, days where you wake up, where you do everything you're supposed to do, work out, read books, ice baths, help people, work hard, continuously try to improve, take ground, and you're going to feel like crud, and that's just part of life. And so the quicker we wrap our heads around, that there's going to be bad with the good, the easier it's going to be to get through those bad days. And the good days and the good things wouldn't seem as good if you didn't have bad days and bad things. Some of the most amazing, selfless people around me, the nicest people I knew in their younger days, and they were some of the toughest, roughest individuals, you didn't want to mess with, you didn't want to be around, they had a chip on their shoulder. And it's because I believe, they've seen the darkest side of light, that, they've had darkness inside of them, is how they're able to completely turn it around to, a life of serving others, of, searching for fulfillment, searching for happiness. But because they've experienced the bad, now they can experience the good. But without, potentially experiencing that bad, and this isn't for everybody, because I know people that are amazing individuals that weren't, that bad when they were younger, chip on their shoulder individual to be around. But that's just one thing I see with them, that their heart is so full and so big. And that's because, it's been empty, it's been dark, and they just want to fill it up with light now. But just remember, with life, there's good and there's bad. You have to accept the bad. There's no way around it. Stop thinking, you did something wrong. Again, there's things we can do in our society and in our personal life to try to avoid, bad things, working on ourself mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. But even when you do all that, you're going to have bad days, and you just have to accept that. That's life. Y'all have a great evening.